Yo.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back to the basement.
Episode 38.
38.
38, man.
1738.
I don't know any 38 special numbers.
They don't know
You
either.
know any
That's what I
38?
just said.
I don't.
That's what I said, Fetty Wap, 1738. Dude.
I guess that's you can get close to that, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yo. Welcome to the basement. If you haven't already, go ahead and tap in with us on social media. All of that stuff will be linked in the description.
Yeah. Hey.
Follow, like, subscribe, comment, do all of that.
Do you think they noticed something already?
I don't know.
Do you think they noticed something already?
I don't know.
No, I think so.
You don't think so?
Maybe.
Maybe. Y'all let us know. Y'all let us know what's different.
I don't know if they noticed that.
I don't know.
If you do, comment down below. I want to see.
Look, man, we're here in the basement. Like we said from the beginning of the first video, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming, a lot of new stuff coming.
Yeah.
Man, yo, this year's going to be great. I already know it.
Yeah, we manifested from the beginning, so.
Hey,
You know.
yo, without further ado, how's everybody's week been?
Tremendous.
Tremendous. Okay. Yeah, it's been pretty good now.
I'm splendid right now.
I'm doing good. Good, real good.
Splendid. That's the way I'm gonna describe
Splendid.
my week.
Bro, work has been crazy, but doing what it is. Same thing.
I think it's been a normal week. Like work week, normal. Can't complain.
All right.
Nothing too bad.
Nah, I've been chilling and watching football. Unfortunately, other teams, but
I watched a lot of football this weekend.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And Monday.
Yeah. Yo, how we doing mentally though?
10, baby.
10 out of 10?
Mm-hmm. 10 out of 10. Yeah, I think I said an 8 last week. You know why? But
I do know.
But nah, not this week. I'm back. I'm back at a 10 now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm at a 10. I'm chilling, bro.
I'm at a 10 right now, too.
Nothing crazy.
Christian, how you feeling?
I'm at an 8.
At an 8?
8?
Yeah. All right.
Christian, man, yeah. We're going to do a face reveal one day, but he looking.
Christian, I've had a couple people ask me,
face reveal?
Christian, face reveal? And I was like, you just got to wait on it, man.
Yeah.
It's be patient with us. Be patient with us.
Nah, bro, but hey, it's great, bro. 8 he's not bad.
Nah, 8 is not bad.
10 is not bad either.
You can't complain.
Can't complain, dog. Hey, Carlos, you got something for it, dog?
Of course, bro. You have to come with the quotes, man. You know what I'm saying? Now this one, I think I told you beforehand. I didn't tell them what the quote was, but I told them that this one would be, I guess you could say, for the boys.
Right.
I guess. I don't know. I guess anyone can really use this, I guess. But obviously we're all dudes here, so we're gonna feel for this one. So this is by somebody. I don't know who it is. I don't really do my research, to be honest with you, on who the person is ahead of time. I just look at the quote and think if it's good. All right, I'm going to read it. All right, so this is it. Very simple and plain. A healthy relationship will never require you to sacrifice your friends, your dreams, or your dignity. And it's by Mandy Hale, I think they said.
Keyword in the beginning is healthy.
Yeah, a healthy relationship.
Yeah.
A healthy relationship.
Yeah.
Will never require you to sacrifice your friends, your dreams, and your dignity. It's really deep. It seems very simple, like a simple quote.
I mean,
but those are some deep words in that quote.
It's deep because toxicity is a motherfucker, bro. Mm-hmm. Especially now. I think that's like a trend now. Like, you got to be toxic. I mean, I think it's always been a thing where, like,
it's a common thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, if I'm not toxic, I'm not in love or whatever.
They say the relationship's boring.
Relationship's boring.
Mm-hmm. That's what you hear a lot.
That a relationship's boring because I'm not toxic.
Now the question is, if you hear a girl say that to you, is that a red flag or is that like
I mean, look, bro. Everybody comes with history. Now, history tends to repeat itself in certain situations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now we know that. Now, when you talk about a healthy relationship, you guys got to be in tune, right? You guys need to be. Well, first of all, you need to know, like, all right, this is what I like. When you're building an actual relationship, you got to communication's key. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Everybody knows that, but you really got to communicate. Like, all right, bro, this is what I do. Now, if you like it, or not. Like, I'm gonna keep doing it because this is like what I do. It's my hobby, or these are my friends. Now, when you say it doesn't require you to lose your friends, me
Sacrifice your friends.
sacrifice your friends, right? Me, in an aspect, was when you're in a relationship, like a serious relationship, you don't need to sacrifice any friends because they already know. If they're your real friends, they know. They know exactly what you're doing, what you're going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? Now, if they allow certain things and then your significant other catches that, or your significant other tells you, yo, like, I know they're your friends, but I saw this and you didn't really catch it. Is that really sacrificing your friends, or is it really your significant other looking out for you because they really think, all right, like, because you can have a person in your life who be like, yo, like, I don't like your friends. Not trying to say like, yo, like, get rid of your friends because for no reason, but like, I don't like your friends for this reason. I just think that you would be better off without that person, or without
them.
you know what I'm saying?
Or do you think
Because
making an adjustment?
Making an adjustment. I'm saying, when you say without it, because everybody tends to grow, right?
Yeah.
I say that to say this: the friends I had, and it's it was like some stat. You'll still be friends with about like 10% of your high school friends by the time you're like 30, right? Something like that. I look at it as this: the same friends I had in high school, at least the friends that were guys, right? They understand I'm in a relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They know
planning to get married. So they know not to be like, yo, I got bitches here. Pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they respect that. Those are the kind of friends you have. And those are also friends that I don't have to hit up on the daily, but they know that I love them. And I've let them know that before. So whenever I see them, they don't feel some type of way. Whenever I see them, it's like I never left, or it's like we never split up.
They understand.
It's always going to be the same.
Yeah.
You know,
They
those
understand.
are the type of friends that you would look for, because everybody has different routes in life. You know what I'm saying? But then that's sort of go back to your significant other. Sometimes you can say, "Yo, why are you being so toxic, or whatever?" But your significant other's like, "No, I'm not really being like that. I'm just saying, like, you're in a different area in life, and they're still back
In that time. Yeah.
when they should really be where you're at,
like
or even better."
Like kind of like they're in the old you phase.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you sometimes you got to push away, and maybe, and if they're your real friends, they'll understand. But sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, you're being a bitch. Oh, bro, you're in love, blah, blah, blah." It's not a bad thing to be in love. I'm just saying.
Well, that's the part of the quote where it says you don't lose your dignity.
Exactly. Because they won't make you feel like a bitch.
Yeah, you don't sacrifice your dignity.
Exactly. You don't sacrifice anything.
Yeah.
I know it's a tough situation, because when you're in a serious relationship, you trust that person.
Yeah, of course.
You trust that person. You have to trust that person. That's what a serious relationship or a relationship requires, trust. You know what I'm saying?
Communication is the number one thing.
So when y'all get into that phase, you'll understand. You'll have these communication, or like these talks where you're like, I don't really fuck with that person. And then if they ask why, I mean, you would give them an explanation. At the end of the day, that's their decision, though. So you could sit back and be like, yo, like, all right, it's your decision, but this is what I think. I'm letting you know what I think. So
yeah, you have to have that talk. Yeah.
If whatever happens in the future comes back and bites you in the ass, I don't ever want to be like, oh, I should have told her. No, I told her.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Okay, but you don't want to rub it in their face, because at that point they'll be down bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then you'd be like, look, next time, like, I called this out a while back, but next time, like, you gotta look at the signs. I looked at signs that you just skip through, and all of that stuff could have been prevented. So, I mean, it's just communication is what it is.
It's huge. It's huge. But
it's huge. But then the healthy relationship part is the other thing.
Yeah, that's the most interesting thing about this quote is just saying, if a healthy relationship should never require you to have these type of things. It should never require you to change basically your lifestyle and your friends. I think I get what you're saying about your girlfriend might say certain things about your friends, and you should make adjustments.
Like, but I brought that back to at the end of the day, it's my decision.
It is, yeah. But that's why I think this quote is trying to say it shouldn't have to. You shouldn't. I don't think necessarily you should have to make an adjustment. I mean, maybe you could obviously take advice from your partner.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I feel like if you were to do that and it becomes a common thing, that's when it becomes a toxic.
That's what I'm saying. That's when that exactly. But then you got to register. Like obviously, if somebody's telling you something, you never want to just be like, all right, you're telling me something maybe because you saw something I didn't see anything. I trust my friend to be 100 with me, so we're gonna just wait and see. Now, if I see something, I'm gonna be a friend and be like, yo, I don't fuck with that for real. Now, this is what I like about our circle, because if we do something we don't fuck with, I don't fuck with that.
You're gonna address it. Yeah.
And the thing is, you just gotta be honest. I mean, you just gotta be honest in that, and that's that point. But like, you know what, yo, she was right. It is what it is. But if she's telling you that about all your friends, then that's a problem. And then
definitely,
you know what I'm saying.
But I also want to highlight that it said your dreams too, because obviously, friends are obviously a big part of your life and your lifestyle and relationship, but also your aspirations and what you want to accomplish in life. Obviously, you gotta. That's something. If you're in a relationship and you think this person is going to be with you for either the rest of your life or a really long term relationship, you have to think about. They have to think about your future, and you have to think about their future. And that has to work too. Because what if, for example, you have a totally different mindset on a dream, and that person doesn't? It's not on that same vibe, or want to go through what you want to go through to get to that point. That is something that's huge, and I think that's another reason why I'm saying this. You shouldn't have to, sacrifice your dream to satisfy that relationship.
To make somebody else happy.
Exactly. To satisfy the other person.
They should be able to register that, like, all right, this makes him happy. All right,
and
I'm going to let him do that. I'm going to let him pursue that. And I'm going to be here in his corner.
And I think that's something you address before you get into a relationship.
Yeah.
These are things I feel like are common mistakes that people make before they get into a relationship. You have to kind of figure that out. Or at least for me, you got to figure out, all right, if I see this person I'm going to be with for a long time, I know what I want for myself. I know what I want for my future. And I look at the people around me in my circle. Is this person going to, adjust with my circle? And then I'm going to look at her circle and be like, all right, am I going to adjust with her circle too? Those are just things I look for before you even get into that relationship. So
because you definitely got to scope it out. You know what I'm saying?
You definitely have to scope it out.
You definitely got to scope it out, because you don't want to get into something like maybe, a lot of this is saying you don't know what it's gonna be with somebody until after you live with them. So
that's true too.
Even before that, you have to understand, like, all right, this is what she does. Okay, this is okay. All right.
Yeah.
She does this at this time, and okay, maybe she's in school. I'm not in school. She's in school. So there's gonna be a lot of time where I'm gonna be like, all right, damn, I'm gonna spend time with you, but you're all up in your books and shit. You can't have that mindset. You can't, because you'll be like, all right, I'm gonna spend time with you.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like short, or maybe you don't even need that. Maybe when she's in her books and studying and shit, maybe you're just in the room.
Yeah.
That could be it.
Yeah.
Maybe she just needs you there, or maybe you just need her there when, I don't know, you're doing whatever you got to do.
But that's the adjustment you'd be making.
Exactly. And you got to think about, and you also got to be comfortable with it.
Exactly. I mean, because here's the thing: you could do it one or two times.
Yeah.
But
then you're like, damn, every fucking day.
Yeah. Then you're like, all right, do I want to do this every week? I mean, it sounds maybe fucked up, but these are things you have to think about. You can't be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You gotta feel comfortable with the person, and they need to know that you're comfortable. Mm-hmm. So I think it works both ways. But
if you're saying in a healthy relationship, I mean, it's like almost like common sense where if you had a choice between like losing your friends where you grew up with, and obviously they seen you grow up you guys grow together and become, a long distance. You guys done everything together, right? You cannot have that thought in your mind where like it's either between my friends or my future girlfriend. I understand, you have my friends. I'm not a good influence on you, but it's a slam dunk. You should have already know at that time if you're considering love at this point. So it's like almost like it's you're getting to the age where like you realize who your friends are. You know, this quote should reflect on people who are like probably like above like out of high school, because if you reflect it in high school, it's a little different. They don't really experience what love is until you really get heartbroken once or twice or a couple more times. But for this one, for dreams, obviously, you can't. That's like the whole point about living life is what you want to do in life. You have to want to accomplish certain things, like Carla said. And if you give up your dreams overall, you're not living, obviously. And if you're doing sacrifice that for someone else, it's part of the chance that she's not even doing it for you. And that's a selfish act.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
is a selfish act, and you don't want to live your life like that, especially in a relationship. When it comes to the healthy relationship, is those priorities, having your friends, having your dreams, and your dignity. It's very plain and simple, but people overthink it. People get confused.
People get confused.
People get
What
That's
about
right
the
word.
people? What about the people that and you might know people that do this that sacrifice all three of those.
Yeah,
things.
yeah, but that's the whole point. It's just that you learn these things either through mistakes,
Yeah.
or you just observe
Look,
and watch the other people go through it.
But I'm saying
we're not gonna say. Hey, you hit it right on the spot. Like right after high school, whatever was happening in high school, like your high school sweetheart, whatever the case may be, right? Luckily for me, I was with my girl, my fiance now, since high school, since like freshman year, second half of freshman year. So I mean, there was ups and downs. I'm not gonna say everything was fucking cake.
Sunshine and rainbow.
No,
yeah.
fuck no. Yeah, we'll definitely know that because first of all, we were in different schools, and completely different schools. Actually, you guys know already. So it's like, but you make that sacrifice though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You make that sacrifice. I made that sacrifice because my story's a little different. We'll talk about that another day.
No,
but
but yeah, I agree with what you're saying. I mean, at the end of the day, obviously, see, this quote is more. This quote is more so in a general sense when you think about just a general relationship. Obviously, every relationship is different. Everyone handles a situation in their relationship differently. Everyone's relationship is different no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, because everybody is different. Every person is different. Everyone has different personality traits.
Yeah.
It's just you're gonna find something that maybe one couple does and you might not do. And you might find that weird, but they don't find that weird.
They find it like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah. But at the end of the day, like that, this is just a general sense, and I think it's just kind of, I guess, an awareness. Like, if you want to maintain that healthy relationship, you shouldn't have to do these things. I think that's basically what it's just.
And another thing is another thing that happens. I want to say a lot in a Hispanic household is where you become confused. You be getting confused because, in my case, well, my parents, my dad, came to the U.S. and then my mom came to the U.S. But when you look at tradition from people in El Salvador or older
generation,
everything is okay. If you're the wife, you stop everything you're doing, and you cook and clean and do all of that stuff at the house.
Yeah.
For everything for your husband.
They call that traditional values.
You know what I'm saying?
In a relationship.
So exactly. So then, a lot of people in these households are told like, all right, if your girl is this, she's the worst person, or if your girl doesn't cook, clean, whatever the case may be, right? So a lot of stuff that's different now. I mean, it's just that's how it is, right? And then, but you get when you actually encounter, let's say, a female, or you encounter a guy that you really enjoy, but you're confused now because you don't know how to react, because what's happening between you and them is so untraditional that you're shocked, you're confused. And you then are like, well, my mom is telling me, man, I had to give up everything for your dad, and look where I'm at now. And maybe they're in a good position. But that was years ago.
That's what you grew up.
You know what I'm saying? So then now the girl's like, okay, I don't got to be a doctor no more. Well, I don't want to be a lawyer. Or I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I don't got to go to school or anything like that. So they stop their dreams, lose their dignity, and then these females end up getting beat. You know what I'm saying? Lose their dignity.
A lot of them lose friends.
And a lot of them lose all their friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say, right? They just get confused. But that's just happens in these households, though.
I agree.
I was saying in a confusion way. I was like, because once you start losing your friends and stop chasing your dreams and losing dignity, you do get in a sense where like, what the fuck are you doing? And it's like you do get to a point of time you only look at it probably towards the end of the relationship was ending, or even after the relationship when it's all said and done, that you realize like, damn, I did all this and sacrificed all this. I had to be very confused back then because I was over my head at my heels for a person. And that's where it comes, a toxic relationship.
That's what I'm saying.
And
that's why.
And that's where it's like a really key moment where you have to realize a healthy relationship is a good relationship. And you have to maintain that. The only way to maintain that is just following these 3 simple steps. Yeah. Your dreams, friends, dignity. And there's nothing. It's not rocket science. That's
the general sense. But
love is blind. I get it.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I said before, bro, we're speaking in a general sense. But
that's what I'm saying.
It's not. It's
so like
obviously easier said than done.
That's what I'm saying. It's easier said than done because then when you brought up the word confusion, you can be confused about so much shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially
so I brought up the thing about Hispanics, and I've seen this within a lot of Hispanic people. That's what it is. They, and they get mistreated, and I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. It's definitely not the right thing to do. And then men.
Damn, man, we've been on this quote for a minute now.
Yo, but it's a good topic. It's good.
I think we got to wrap this up, bro.
It's a good topic.
I mean, no, but it is a good topic. But I agree, we are kind of. but hey, I keep coming with the quote.
Dog, I mean, look, it's a good. We'll talk about this again. We'll definitely talk about this again. I think we should talk about this with a female.
I think so. No, seriously, I think we should hear a female side of the story.
We'll get that.
Because obviously
we'll set that up.
We're thinking of on a guy's perspective.
Yeah, I mean it's different. We'll set that up one day.
Yeah, we will. But
you'll see.
Hey.
I mean,
I'm gonna read it one last time and that's it.
All right, go ahead.
So a healthy relationship will never require you to sacrifice your friends, your dreams, or your dignity. Boom.
Bar.
Quote that.
Yeah.
Put it in a song.
Dog, let me tell you. It's crazy. Playoffs is here. Y'all saw that the last week. We made our predictions.
Yeah, we did. Kayvon and Omar were here too.
Kayvon and Omar were here.
If y'all didn't watch that video, go back. It's the last episode.
Hey, let's start off with, I think it was the first game. What was the first game? Bills and Dolphins?
No. Saturday was the 49ers and Seahawks. That was the first game. And then it was the Jags and Chargers. Those are the 2 Saturday night games.
Okay.
Saturday games.
So,
obviously,
the Jags.
The Jags game.
The Jaguar miracle.
It has a spotlight right now because that game, in the first half, they had blown out 27-0. In the first quarter, it was not looking good at all.
It was not. No.
But hey, you know what? I didn't doubt what the Jags one bit. Nah. And I knew they would come through on this.
I actually picked the Jaguars to win.
Yeah. And, it was.
I picked the Chargers to win.
And that was an upset. I think it was an upset.
And this is where I go back to last week. I said, like the Chargers, they look good on paper. They should win these games. They probably have a better record than should be.
Honestly, they would have won that game.
But this is the Chargers I've been saying the whole time. It's like they look like the Chargers they were in the first half. And then the Chargers I knew came out the second half. Because they just look so good. They always look so good.
It's too good.
They always start like this between the whole year.
You know what? I think
you just can't get it done. I don't know
after
why.
the game, the coach had a speech to the players, and he asked him, "Are you guys surprised?" And they all said no.
The Chargers?
The
Chargers coach?
Nah.
The Chargers locker room.
They knew.
They knew that they shit the bed.
Yeah.
He asked him, he was like, "Are you guys surprised right now? Like, are you guys surprised about this?"
That's a terrible
and he
way
said
to go out, man.
He said, "No, this is probably one of the worst ways to go out. I mean, you're demolishing a team that, first of all, hold on. Trevor Lawrence had 4 picks?
4 interceptions in the
Yeah.
first half.
Cool.
Yeah, you should. I mean, bro,
In his first playoff game,
the turnover rate was highly on the Chargers side.
We were watching the game at Kevon's house, and
should have been a blowout. Like
bro, I was falling asleep. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was falling asleep. I was like, bro, this is gonna be a cake. Like they're gonna get demolished. My parlay is out the door.
Yeah, we all made parlays, by the way.
And they start going at it. They start going. Boom, 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 and they turn the shit around drastically.
See, but the thing is, this is how the Jaguars have been this whole second half of the season. They've been getting whooped in the first half, and then they come back in the second half. I say it myself because it happened to the fucking Cowboys. So we were beating them. I think it was like 24-0 in Jacksonville in the first half, and then they come back and beat us in overtime in the second half. Now, obviously, I blame it on Noah Brown for not catching the damn ball. We could have probably beat them in overtime, but at the end of the day, they won the game. And they came back, and Trevor Lawrence played amazing. So this team has been resilient.
Sunshine, though.
Hey.
They've been resilient, and that's why I think it's not about how good you've been doing in the year throughout the regular season, because that doesn't matter.
Yeah, when you're in the playoffs, it just matters how good you do.
It depends on how hot you get at the end of the year. And right now, the Jaguars are on a hot streak, and I'm not gonna lie, I did doubt them because I picked the Chargers because I just think the Chargers had a better team.
They do. They actually do.
They definitely do.
They do.
And they could have easily won this game.
100%.
But they choked. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what happened. They choked. It was like the third largest deficit in playoff history.
I actually know about that.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a terrible stat.
Bro.
Right now you have to be looking at the coaching staffs because you have the players.
I think it's the leadership. I think it's leadership.
Maybe just it's Herbert. I have no idea.
It could be Herbert. It could be the coach. I don't even know the head coach's name, actually, to be honest. I think it's like Ron Stanley something.
Something like that.
I don't know.
They fired the offense coordinator.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think a little more than that.
K1 was saying this, that their coach his job was on the line.
Or defense.
He should be on the line. It should
And
be a very hot
should
seat
be
right
in the
now.
line now after losing by that much. I mean, bro. Yeah. I mean, luckily their owner didn't fall asleep this time. For the Jags, I think it was.
But Duval is hype right now, and
definitely, bro.
I mean, sadly, now they're playing the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh,
Don't write them out though.
Right,
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
But hey, 31-30 was the final score. So
yeah,
the Jags won by 1 point.
And then of course we've missed this game. Honestly, the Niners
We
took care of business.
Yeah, 41.
41-23.
Now
Brock Purdy went off.
The Seahawks were up at halftime.
They were
up at half.
But the results expected. So
and I was actually happy because my parlay was Seahawks up at half, 49ers taking home, and then the Chargers up at half, and then the Jaguars taking home, and then that shit went down the drain after the Bills game. But listen though, 49ers. They look like they've been looking.
Oh my God!
Sorry,
they just look good.
They look really good right now. They do look really, really good. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You know, this is part of the game where I realized, like, all right, well, how does Mr. Relevant is gonna play?
Mr. Irrelevant or now Mr. Relevant?
Mr. Relevant.
They're calling Mr. Relevant.
They call him now Mr. Relevant.
But hey, it's a playoff atmosphere. It's a playoff game. You have to feel jitters.
He's
There's
already
a certain way.
There's
a certain way you have to play, and he did it perfectly. He did everything right supposed to do.
I mean, the story behind him is crazy, bro. This guy ended up putting up his big boy pants, and
let's see, he was 18 for 30, 332 yards passing, and 3 touchdowns, no picks. Got sacked once, and he had a quarterback rating of 131. So that's a very good game.
It's a very good game.
Solid, bro. I mean.
Now, Seahawks defense is not that good, but at the end of the day, it's a playoff game.
Yeah.
So, and it's the division rival. So,
but
they used to playing them,
first half, they were slinging that motherfucker. Both of them were slinging.
Yeah,
DK kind of went off a little bit.
Well, second time in a row they beat the Seahawks now.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, all I know it was a great game to watch.
Yeah.
First half. Second half, the Niners came out and they just balled out. I mean, they were home. The stands were packed. People went crazy. Playoffs, you know what it is.
They look real good, man.
They look like they were ready for playoffs. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So they went and they took care of business as easy as that.
They drew up a good game.
Let me tell you.
Kyle Shanahan, man.
He drew up a good
I miss that guy. Man.
Of course, the Commanders get rid of him.
I know, bro. Yo, that's crazy. I can't believe we had
Matt LaFleur, Sean McVay. They had all three of them at one point.
bro.
Trent Williams.
Yeah.
Brandon
He looked really
Sheriff.
good too, bro.
You guys got rid of a lot of great players and coaches.
Man. Look, man. I blame
Damn.
Dan Snyder. I blame him. Hey,
Dan
listen to this.
Snyder.
Dolphins at the Bills.
A game I think we can all say we didn't expect,
Definitely did not expect the third
especially
string.
with the final
Who
score.
was it? Fourth string, third string quarterback? Miami
Third
Dolphins
string.
play with?
Third string quarterback.
You know,
The Dolphins had the third string quarterback starting, and it was 34-31.
is it weird to say that like Josh Allen does not look good because
The
the turnovers are just bad. You should not fumble. You know, definitely just take care of the ball. But right now, it's just
Well, he also threw 2 interceptions.
yeah, he
Three
did.
and two
So
picks.
what
And-
I thought about his performance was, I think he was just. I mean, they came out with a dub, and his team really helped him out. I just don't think Josh Allen played to like
the caliber.
the caliber that we've been seeing him throughout the regular season.
I mean, it is a division. This was a division.
It's a
rivalry
hard game, no doubt. It's a hard game,
Yeah.
but at this point
I'm also
in the season, it's like okay,
And the Dolphins have beaten the Bills already. This
Yeah,
year.
they
and
have.
also I think I put accountability for the Bills defense. I mean, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, giving up 31
this-
points. To
this
a
is-
third
this is
string.
not this is uncalled for.
This
for
is
them.
Thompson. I mean, this is part of the worst quarterback in the conference right now. What the? You can't
Yeah.
handle
I
business
mean,
against him.
it.
I
I
don't
don't
do to put Mahomes.
I think
Joe Burrow.
I think the players went to this game like, all right, we have to win, and they just had that. They had so much pressure on them. I don't think they, like you said, pressure breaks pipes, of course. But I
Yeah.
think that like they were kind of panicking a little bit, like, all right,
Yeah,
if we
I
don't
think-
win, it's over. I mean, obviously it's over, but you can't think like
I
that.
think they took them a little bit lightly.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah. But it's also hard to prepare for a quarterback that you never played before throughout the whole year. You know what I'm saying? They played Tua and they played Teddy Bridgewater at one point. They've never seen this guy play the whole year. Obviously, this is his first start, so that is hard to make an adjustment on defense. But at the end of the day,
I mean, at the end of the day, you're getting paid millions.
I mean, 31 points given up at home. I mean, that's a lot of points.
and it's supposed to be, a great Bills defense.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not an
supposed to be.
average. It's a great Bills defense.
Yeah,
So
I don't know, but the final score was 34-31. Josh Allen was 23 for 39, 352 passing yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He got sacked 7 times,
mm-hmm.
The O-line, I mean, they were
Yes.
applying, bro. They were blitzing like shit.
and he had a 93 quarterback rating, so that's obviously good.
It's decent.
Rushing game wasn't really there for them.
No,
Singletary had like 10 carries for 48 yards.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the time it was just a shootout.
Now
Run game was like-
Stephon Diggs had 7 catches for 114 yards, no touchdowns, but then Gabe Davis had 6 catches for 113 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, Knox
So
went crazy.
the passing game was going crazy for the Bills, but the running game wasn't really doing anything. But hey, they won at the end of the day.
They won the game. I think they have a sour taste in their mouth right now. They're like, all right, we need to pick this shit up.
Now they play the Bengals. This is a rematch since the Damar Hamlin injury.
Yeah, big game.
It's in Buffalo this time though, not in Cincinnati.
We'll see. We'll see how that one goes. All right, the next game that I played Sunday was the Giants
The Vikings
and the Vikings. Kirk,
I said it.
Kirk, he just can't do it.
I called it on the pod last week. I said the Giants will win this game, and they won the game.
I think this is the last straw.
Bro.
Maybe it will probably be the last straw of we seeing Kirk Cousins in a Viking uniform.
I think the
I don't think
Vikings,
so.
and I've been saying it all year.
They paid him hella
Yeah.
money, bro.
No,
I've been
no,
saying
he's
it
a
all
free agent
year.
next year.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
He's coming,
I've been saying
Don't
it,
sign 1 year contract.
he's coming back to Commanders, though.
I've been saying it all year, man. I think the Vikings are they're like the worst 13-4 team I've seen this
Uh-huh.
whole year. I mean, bro, look what we did to them in Minnesota.
We could have beat them too, bro.
It just, I don't know.
I always thought it was the coaching, but they got a new coach, and now they
I
have
just
13-3.
don't understand that how they have arguably one of the best offensive players. They have the best receiver in the league, Justin Jefferson. They have one of the best running backs in the league, Dalvin Cook.
I mean, bro, when you think
who
about it,
who does it fall back on? Kirk
Yeah, it really does.
or head coaching?
I mean,
It was his first year as a head coach for them.
And he did a pretty good job.
He took him to
he
the
did a
playoffs.
pretty
He
good
won the
job.
division.
He did a pretty good job. At the end of the day, you got to respect the play call. As a player, you got to follow your assignments.
Yeah.
So if these plays, is he following these assignments? Is that who's these balls are supposed to go to, or whatever the case may be? Or we're gonna run it here, we're gonna do that. Look,
Yeah.
man, Kirk Cousins looked like Kirk Cousins last night or last game.
Playoff Kirk.
playoff Kirk my ass. He's never been good in prime time, anything.
We actually didn't play that bad. He was 31 for 39. He had 273
I'm not
passing yards.
saying
2 touchdowns. He had no turnovers.
yeah. I'm not saying
He got
that,
sacked 0 times and he had a 112 rating. That's actually a really good game.
yeah, it is a good game, but except he's not proving himself.
I don't think it's good enough. It obviously wasn't good enough. But
It wasn't good enough, but yet again, these are certain situations you have to play situation football. Situation football is where Kirk falls the most. He folds the most. You're down. The team needs you right this drive. You know, the last play of the game is probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God, yeah.
You need a first down.
yeah.
He threw a 3-yard out route.
Yeah.
That's the quarterback that has that folds under pressure.
Yeah.
That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Situation football, and he can't do that. Himself can't do that.
Yeah, I think he just folded under pressure. And,
I mean,
but is it Kirk's fault or that the offensive coordinator for calling that type of play? They obviously.
if a quarterback sees that there's not,
He probably had the out route just for safety blanket, just in case there's nobody covering
why
it.
in that situation?
Well,
but
but
you
you
don't call that type of play.
100%. No. Maybe the play wasn't bad. That was just part of a safety blanket.
You gotta-
it's just in case that nobody was in the area.
nobody was in the area. I mean, but who's
that
not
was,
gonna?
The 100% was not the first read. I
Oh,
know
definitely
that
not.
was not the
But
first
now,
read.
all right, now let's say this. Let's say the play call was for Justin Jefferson. I'm sure it definitely probably was.
Yeah, and then part of the Giants double team him.
Exactly. So they're strapping him up, and then the next player is getting strapped up, and then the next player is definitely getting strapped up. You either run the ball, or you throw it to the. I'm talking about Kirk to rush. All right, you either Kirk rushes the ball to get to the first down, or he throws the ball.
It's almost like he gave up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's what I'm trying to say.
based on me.
If I'm
I would throw
Kirk, I'm Kirk, and if I see some type of, I'm running that shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get that
Well,
first
not only
down.
that, if it's double team Jay Jettas, I'm still throwing the ball to Jay Jettas in the first place.
I mean, you could also you could argue that he could catch the ball.
Yeah, trust your best player.
I
in the
mean, I
field.
understand. Obviously, the Giants obviously most likely game plan to double team Jefferson
The whole game.
But
That's the same thing they did to Terry.
As a superstar receiver, you got to step up in these games, and I think he just didn't play a good game. He
No.
had 7 catches for 47 yards. Their leading receiver was T.J. Hawkinson. He had 10 catches for 129 yards, and then Adam Thielen had 3 catches for 50. I mean, I know you're getting double teamed, but you got to find a way to get open. You got to step up. I mean, these are huge games. Look at Debo. Debo played a great game. He's not. I mean, he's a good player, but he's not. He hasn't been elite like he was last year, and he stepped up in a big playoff game.
It's just I don't think I don't know. I don't think Kirk is built for playoffs.
I don't know. I mean,
definitely it hasn't proved it.
I think the Vikings are going to be the talk of the offseason because what do they do from here?
Yeah.
You have the team.
Yeah, you just have to get no quarterback, bro.
Bro, you have the team. What adjustments do you make?
Yeah.
Do you make the defense better? Because the defense wasn't 100% good. They weren't like elite defense.
But the thing is, in the past, they had elite defense.
They did, and they still
It
did.
just felt like
It's just a curse in Minnesota.
it has to be Kirk. You know,
I said curse. Is it a curse?
You pointed out offense, you fixed it. You got Jay Jettas. And then you pointed out defense, and obviously they need to fix it before they did it.
And they traded for T.J. Hawkinson.
They pointed at the coaching staff, they changed it. So what the fuck? I mean, everybody's...
But then they also traded for T.J. Hawkinson during the season.
Yeah, it's like, Kirk...
And he's one of the best tight ends.
Yeah, sadly, Kirk is just killing the team. I mean, it is what it is.
You think they need to draft a quarterback?
I don't even know.
I feel like
Should they trade up for a quarterback?
I think in the offseason they pick a quarterback in college.
There's a lot of good quarterbacks coming out.
And they just get Kirk on a hot seat, like, all right, motherfucker. Like,
I don't know.
How about this?
They're paying him a lot of money.
I don't mind seeing probably like Derek Carr in the Vikings. I think Derek Carr would do a better job than Kirk on the Vikings.
That's very. I don't know about that.
I would say that.
I mean,
I think Kirk played better than him this year.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not
yeah.
gonna discredit him.
No. I'm not discrediting him overall as a talent wise. I just think Kirk is not a good fit for Vikings. But I think Derek Carr is a great fit for the Vikings to do a better job than Kirk. That's what I'm saying right now.
Well, I think Derek Carr had a great offense and he didn't do nothing. He had the best receiver in the NFL, in my opinion, Devontae Adams.
Yeah, for sure.
You had the best running back this year, Josh Jacobs. And then obviously Darren Waller was a little bit injured the whole year, but the Raiders have a pretty decent offense, and he didn't do anything.
I just feel like he's part of better leadership. If someone comes down to a wire, I'd rather have Derek Carr than Kirk, and that's pretty much we can agree on that. When it comes to a game, a drive, you don't really want Kirk.
I mean,
Then
from the way
right over
that
the
the
car.
Raiders looked this year, I don't know. The
Yeah.
leadership didn't look good.
Out of this year, I don't know. I can't say that for this year.
Think about this. How big we talked about this beginning of the year. How big was that Raiders hype throughout the
It was
offseason?
very
Of course,
big.
it was very
They
high.
got
They
Devontae
definitely
Adams.
was very high.
didn't live up to it, but at the same time, like I get what you're saying, but just not this year.
Yeah, I just don't think I see. No, I agree. I think Derek Carr has good leadership
Yeah,
skills, but
yeah.
it's just he didn't prove it this year to me. And I think Kirk Cousins just played a better season.
I mean, definitely had a better season. I'm agreeing with you. I'm like agree to disagree.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
we get off topic.
I agree to disagree. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying out of the open
Yeah,
what
yeah,
a
yeah.
situation.
But no, I mean I don't know. I think they have a lot to figure out. But I want to point out one thing is Danny Dimes.
Yeah, he
Justin
played.
fucking
He
hates
played a
this
great
guy.
game.
He
I don't
fucking
hate
hates
him.
this guy.
He just,
I mean,
I don't hate the
he played a
Talk
very
shit about Danny Dimes.
he
I
played a
do.
very
Yes,
solid
I
game.
do.
I mean,
Man, he fucking balled out.
how many yards did he rush for? I mean, he got away a lot of
Like
shit.
70.
He got away from a lot of
Look,
stuff.
Daniel Jones went 24 for 35, 301 yards, 2 touchdowns passing, no picks, got sacked 3 times, had a quarterback rating of 114, and he rushed for 78 yards. And he had a touchdown rushing, but they called it back.
Yeah.
But hey, Daniel Jones, and this was his first playoff game of his career.
Yeah.
Going into Minnesota, which is a really hard place to play. I mean, and you put up a performance like that. I mean, bro, you can talk all you want about Daniel Jones, and obviously, I'm a Cowboys fan. I respect it because at the end of the day, I've seen obviously Daniel Jones through his first couple of years of his playing with the Giants, and they've been terrible. This is his first time they've actually done good. We all see it, and this is what he does in his first playoff game. I mean, bro, that was an impressive performance.
I mean, everybody was thinking, Vikings gonna whoop their ass. They're gonna whoop their ass.
from this performance, obviously you can't just overlook the Giants anymore.
No.
But no one's here is actually like shitting their pants over Daniel Jones right now.
No.
He had a great playoff game, 100%. He did. Congratulations.
If he goes into Philly next week and does the same thing, I don't wanna hear anything.
Now he's going to Philly. Obviously, we're gonna talk about that later. Actually,
We will, but hey,
Well,
I guess giving my kudos,
yeah,
to Daniel Jones.
I mean, he did it here. He's done it against the Commanders. He just gets away and makes good plays. And his players are open. And behind him, you got fucking Saquon Barkley going off. So it's like, I mean.
but he doesn't have receivers like he does.
No,
like Kirk does.
No, definitely doesn't.
And I think that's impressive. He threw over 300 yards with those type of receivers.
I mean, when you put the ball where it's supposed to be.
and also if you have a great coach,
And I think Brian Dabble, I give kudos to him. I think Brian Dabble turned this team around since the beginning of the year.
he probably should win Coach of the Year.
Coach of the year?
I think
was
he
about to
should.
say,
Yeah, I
think he
agree.
should.
I think he should win Coach of the Year.
After the last season? Fuck yeah. After the season they had last year?
I can agree.
Whew, that
can
turnaround is insane.
No one thought the Giants. I think all three of us can sit here right now and admit
No.
that at the beginning of the year, did we ever think the Giants were gonna go this far?
I thought they were going to shit the bed
Hell
again.
no.
No.
Hell no.
Hey, but they're here and they're rolling.
They're in the divisional round.
All right. Next game, let's just say it right now. I called it. I knew it was going to happen.
Where's Omar at?
Sorry, dog. But the Ravens, they were going to lose the game from the get-go.
I said with or without Lamar, they're gonna lose.
Hey, the Ravens were up at halftime, right?
I think so,
Yeah, they were up by halftime.
It was a fluke. It wasn't going to be.
Yeah.
It wasn't. No. There's no. I didn't ever see
I'm not.
the Ravens beating the Bengals.
I'm just saying right now, the Ravens legit had a chance.
They did give him a good game.
They did had a good game, but obviously it was just 2 turnovers that just cost them overall the whole game. And that was Tyler Huntley, fumble,
that
and
was
returned that shit back to that house and put some points on the board. Other than that, the Ravens would probably win this game if they actually got that in.
You see what J.K. Dobbins said at the end of the game?
What do you say?
He said if we had Lamar, we'd have won.
Yeah, 100%.
That's crazy to say.
Yeah.
You're saying that in front of all your teammate. Obviously, he's
It
kind of
just-
shitting on
Tyler
Tyler Huntley.
Facts. Tyler literally was the single reason why the Ravens lost.
I mean, I get it, but I can't really 100% blame him. I mean, he's not. That was kind of like he thought that he crossed the pile line. I mean, it's kind of a bang bang situation.
It's NFL.
I mean,
just
I
hold
don't
on to
think.
the
I don't
ball.
think. Obviously, he wasn't doing. It wasn't like a costly.
He should have. He should have done the air wins.
It would be different if he like rushed and he got like
Punched.
stripped or something. He tried to reach for the ball and someone just punched it.
Strong
Obviously,
hands, man.
obviously at the end of
Lift
the day,
weights.
I mean, obviously at the end of the day, it is his fault. He's the one that fumbled, but it's a little different. 'Cause
But you got your dogs out in front.
What's different
You
about
know
it
what
then?
I mean, it's a much different situation if you were to get stripped and you actually have the ball in your hand running for the thing.
It's the same thing. The fumble is a fumble. I mean,
I think
he's diving for the football.
he
You lost the
thought-
ball. You threw a
but
fumble.
he thought that he passed the pile, and that's why he let go of the ball.
He didn't let go. He got fumbled. He didn't just like.
No, he let go of the ball.
Time to let go. No, he got fumbled. He got punched. Like the ball came out. Like
Yeah, but then he stood there and he was like, "Yo, I passed the pile line."
yeah, because that's already the first thought. Because you're just doing
That's
that.
what I'm trying to say,
But no
though.
one lets go of the ball just because they.
But that's what I'm saying.
they
His
crossed
first
it.
impression was he thought he did that.
But no one does that. No one drops the ball when he crosses the power line. Making a
Well, yeah,
touchdown.
if you feel like you crossed the pile line, you're gonna let go of the ball.
No one does that. No one
mean,
does that at
What are
all.
you talking about?
No, like you're saying it
he
in a
thought
way.
he passed the pile line.
You're saying in a way like he looked at it, he crossed it. Let me just drop it. No one does
No,
that.
I'm not saying he
People
looked at
do
it
it,
directly.
cross it, and make sure they did make both
That's
players are
what
ref
I'm
like
saying.
never let go of the ball at first
Yeah,
place.
but he also said that it
That's
did
what
get,
he was making
it,
it
I mean, he
sound.
did get punched.
No,
though.
I'm saying
got
that,
punched.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he looked like this. I'm saying
He's only saying touchdown
he
because
dove after
he's
it.
scared that they don't want to be fumbled.
I'm
That's the
saying
only
he
reason why I'm
dove
saying
after it.
that.
He thought he crossed, and then someone punched it when he thought he passed it.
The only reason why I think it's a touchdown
That's what
because
I'm
he's
trying to
hoping
say.
he's hoping to God it wasn't a fumble, which
Yeah.
Dean was. That's
Yeah.
the reason why I
Because
say
he thought
that.
he passed the power line.
No.
I mean, at
What
the
are you
end of the
talking
day,
about?
at the end of the day, bro, we look at this.
You
we
should.
look, we
Did
look
you
at
not
this.
see his reaction on TV? He was like, "Bro, why is it even a fumble? Because I thought I passed the power line."
No, he knew he fumbled. He just all that just
Nah, I don't.
he
think
just
so.
knew he fumbled.
I don't
I
think so. I
He was just
disagree.
pleading his case.
I think this.
Of course he
look,
is.
I thought the game was kind of scary for the Bengals a little bit.
But that's
The
the only
Ravens
reason
came
why
out
they
to
won.
play. They came out to play. They were hitting crazy. But I do think this game was to be a closer margin. I still think the Bengals would have won if Lamar would have played. It would have been a closer margin. It would have been a closer game.
I mean, I said it with or without. I thought the Bengals were gonna win.
So, I mean, it is what it is.
So now the question is, where does Lamar go?
To the Commanders.
Because I don't know. These contracts situation, I don't know.
I don't even know, man. Because
I'll
What
take
are
him.
the Ravens gonna do?
I'll take him any day.
Are they
They're
gonna,
about to tag his ass.
He's gonna sit out. If they tag him, he's gonna
he's gonna do a Le'Veon Bell move.
he's gonna sit out, bro.
He's gonna do a Bell
He's gonna
move.
hold out.
Yeah.
He wants to get paid. He's been
Yeah.
doing little sneak disses on Twitter and stuff, man. And they just paid Roquan Smith all that money. And you don't think he saw that? Obviously he saw that.
Mm-hmm.
So he's thinking, hey, you guys just paid him? And you guys just traded for him this year? Where's my money at? I feel like the Ravens are doing him dirty. And he might not take that as respect. He might be like, hey, yo, fuck y'all. I'm leaving now, man.
I'll take him any day.
Now, what team would he go to? I don't know.
I'll take him any day.
But yeah, man. Also, the Bengals look good. No surprise.
Yeah, no surprise. Joe Shiesty look all right. The next game is going to be a little bit difficult. We'll talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about the Monday night game. Let's talk about a big game. I did not put a parlay on this game. I couldn't decide. K1 said it last episode. It was going to go down to the defenses.
I can't put it on my team.
And indeed, it went down to the defenses.
Yep.
And the Cowboys obviously have a way better team than the Bucs.
Yeah.
They have a better team than the Bucs. Their defense came out to play, and the shit lives on. Crazy thing, Dak just had his worst game of his career 2 weeks ago. A week ago.
Yeah.
Worst game of his career. To not having the best game of his career.
Yeah.
Cowboys look good, bro. Not gonna lie to you. They look really solid.
All I want to say is, how about them Cowboys? Fuck out of here. Everyone here last week sat here and said that Tom Brady's going to win.
I mean, do you blame me? It's Tom Brady.
Yeah.
No, I don't blame you. But
You know what I'm saying?
But at
It's
the end
Tom
of the
Brady,
day-
dog.
at the end of the day, you chose wrong.
I did. That's why I didn't make a bet in this game. Because it was either Tom Brady's going to spank that ass or the Cowboys are going to win.
Now, this is the first time I've beaten Tom Brady in my life. And it came in the where it counts. And that's all that matters to me. So all those 7 wins that he beat me before, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't give a one fuck. Because you know why? Those losses he beat me in didn't send me home. But I sent you home. So with this one, I'm 1-0 now. I'm undefeated against Tom Brady in the postseason. I can gladly say that. And if he retires,
You sent him where?
I sent him back home
Back where?
by himself without what you said. No, his wife's not there anymore. Nah, man. Yeah.
Sent him home.
You know,
Bro.
and I want. Obviously, he's not gonna see this, but you know, maybe he will. But
Don't worry, I posted on Twitter and
fuck
tag you.
you, Stephen A. Smith.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying that right now. You know how much shit talking he's been doing
That's his job.
this whole week.
That's his job.
I don't give a fuck. You still chose it. There's plenty of people on that damn show that don't act like Stephen A. Smith,
Hey,
and they choose the right team.
that's why they gave him the
So
he's a
fuck
character.
out of here. And no, I have the right to say this about motherfucking Stephen A. Smith. He wore a fucking Tom Brady jersey the whole week. Fucking showed up the day of the game wearing a fucking Cowboys hat, had his little dumbass glasses on, and a fucking cigar in his hand, saying, "What was his famous ass line? An accident waiting to happen." He always says that shit about the damn fucking Cowboys. I'm fucking tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. We're on a revenge tour. I said this last week. We don't lose back-to-back games. And I said this last week. I said this team, in all seriousness, is this is the difference between the Cowboys this year than any team beforehand besides 2014. This is a resilient bunch. This is a resilient team. When they lose badly, they bounce back great. And I said this last week, and they did it. They did it again. When we lost badly to the Packers, that was a tough loss. We fucking went into Minnesota and fucking scored 44 on them, and that was an away game too. This was in Tampa at the end of the day. 31-14. That's a blowout. And basically the whole game it was 31-6.
Yeah.
They didn't score that 14 points until 2 minutes left in the fourth.
Yep.
When they got that onside kick because of dumbass Noah Brown again. Man, they can't fucking catch a ball. I don't understand. If you can't catch an onside kick, what, bro? Don't even play receiver anymore, bro. But hey, man, yeah, Dak played the best game I've ever seen Dak play.
That's what I'm saying.
That was the best game I've ever seen Dak play ever. Bro, what? 25 for 33, 305 yards, 4 passing touchdowns, and no fucking picks for the first time since he came back.
He broke the curse.
This is the most
And a rushing touchdown too.
yeah. So he had 5 total touchdowns this game. He put the team on his back. After having the worst game of his career, like you just said.
Nah, I was there for that one. I loved watching that one.
Yeah.
Hey, you know,
And beat the greatest player to ever play the game.
Yeah.
you know,
I could agree.
when I was watching the game with Carlos, I obviously I told Carlos this is the beginning of the game because when the first quarter started, you know, I'm expecting the Cowboys to have a slow start, like the usually games I watch with Carlos.
First drive.
Dak is usually really slow in the beginning of the quarter and the second half.
Yeah.
But this time he came slinging. He actually came to play playoff football this time.
Yeah.
And he actually understood the stakes much higher than anybody else. And that's why Carlos says this is part of the best game I've seen Dak before.
But here's the thing. That has been that's the thing about this team since he's been on my team 2016. It all relies on him.
Mm-hmm.
I think we can all agree that Dak played his best game of his career.
Yeah, arguably this is the best performance I've seen him play
Yeah, so far
on my team.
So far.
Good Cowboys.
But at the end of the
Cowboys
day,
good.
At the end of the day, we won.
Against Tom Brady. Fuck the Bucks.
In
Against
Tampa.
Tom Brady.
Yeah. Like I told you before, last thing. This is what my team does. We play good against the good teams this year when there's a lot of stake.
Don't
and
disrespect me like that, though.
we play shitty against the bad teams. This has been happening. I don't know why, but it happens, and that's what gives me confidence going into the next week.
Speak about next week. Yo, divisional round. Saturday, 4:30. We got the Jaguars at the Chiefs.
Jaguars in Kansas City. The Chiefs are coming off a bye week.
They are.
Shit. I think the Jags had a great run. I think they did. I think that was a good morale booster when they beat the Titans. But I don't think they can win it in Kansas City.
You know, it's been good for the Jags. Yeah. So
I just don't think I don't see Mahomes losing.
yeah, I don't see him losing either. But you know, who knows?
I'm going with the Chiefs too. I'm sorry, I can't choose not.
Yeah.
Baby Tom Brady can't do it.
Yeah. But hey, anything can happen in the NFL.
Anything could happen. I'll still leave that on the table.
The Texans.
I'll leave that on the table.
The Texans did go to overtime with them.
Hey,
And
the Texans, you know the Texans.
They're in the same division. The Jaguars and the
So we all go to the Chiefs for that one. Next game. It'll be a very important game for you, Carlos.
Yes.
The Giants at the Eagles.
I'm going to Giants.
I'm going.
I think they will win this game. I'm telling you, I said it last week. I think they're going to Philly. They're getting their ass handed to by the Eagles the whole year. They got swept by the Eagles. I don't think they lose again.
I think the Eagles choke.
I think so too.
I think the Eagles showed what they showed us that Monday night.
Fraudulent team.
I think the Eagles lose.
I think it'll be a good game and it'll be close, but I think they lose.
I think Jalen Hurts shits the bed.
Is this his first playoff? This is his first playoff game.
This is what I think. That's what I think, bro.
No, it's not. They got their ass whooped by the Bucs.
I've never believed in the Eagles.
Yeah. Jalen Hurts is 0-1 in the playoffs, and he lost to Brady last year.
He's about to be 0-2 against Danny Dimes.
I think Daniel Jones comes out again.
I think the Eagles probably win this game.
You know why I say that?
I really do the Eagles going to win this for sure because their defense is really fucking good. I like the defense a lot. That D-line is just stacked. I have to say that.
Look, the Giants offense showed that they could play. They showed that they could play last game. All they got to do is keep their offense off the field. That's it.
Yeah, and that's what they did to the Vikings.
That's all they got to do.
And at the end of the day, this is the NFC East division matchup. They
Anything
know how
can
to
happen.
play against each
You know
other.
what I'm saying? But that's literally it. That's what the Commanders did to beat them, and that's what they got to do to beat them.
And think about this. The Eagles have only lost to one other team that's not the NFC East this year. And I think the third team that hasn't beat them will do it.
I think it's going to be an upset if the Giants win. And I can't wait to hear these Eagles fans.
Ponce, I know you're watching this, man.
Bro, I didn't think he was going to win this.
I hope the Eagles win because this wrath is about to come if they lose.
I'm happy that
they're not going to be ready for that. I don't think.
I'm happy.
I honestly do not think they're going to be ready for that. They're going to chew these motherfuckers
I mean,
out.
I want the Giants to win because, you know, if we could beat the Niners, we'll have them in the NFC Championship.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
And we'll be at home. So only I told Justin that's the only scenario that can work for me. So I don't know. Hopefully they do, but I think
Let's listen to this. The next game, Sunday, 3 p.m. It's a weird time, 3 p.m. The Bengals at the Bills. It's going to be a hard game.
Yeah, I mean,
especially how the Bills played.
With the DeMar Hamlin situation, that game was very hyped.
This game is going to be even more hyped.
Yeah, because now it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
Win or go home. So, I don't know. The way the Bills played last game, I'm not saying that they won't bounce back. I think they will. They'll play better. But I think the Bengals, I think they go back to the AFC Championship.
I also think the Cincy too.
I think Cincinnati.
I think the Bills win this game, and I'm not leaving this Bengals team out of the table too. I think it's a very 50-50 chance.
See, and I wouldn't mind the Bills winning because I love Josh Allen. I like the Bills franchise. You know, I feel bad for them. They haven't won anything. I don't know. That performance kind of showed me
this turnovers is just
I mean you can't have that, especially at this.
It's hurting the team,
and
I think it'll be close
at this
game.
level.
It's gonna be a close game.
I think it's gonna be a very close game. I think it's gonna be a really good game to watch. Also, I don't know. I think the Bills go in and they win this game. Very hard fought. I think this game is gonna go the distance.
Yeah, I think so. And it's gonna be a close game in Buffalo.
Yeah, I said this last time. This game is gonna go down to which team dominates the fourth quarter. Obviously, that's every game, right? But it's honestly gonna be who the fuck dominates.
I think it's gonna be the shootout. I don't think it's gonna be a defensive game.
I don't know. We'll see. The next game, very important game. Cowboys aren't good in these games.
No, we're not.
At this point in their
I've never seen my team pass this round.
And they got a very hard team.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say they're easy. They're hard. It's a hard team. It's a challenge. The Cowboys at the Niners. The Niners are home. They just smacked the shit out of the Seahawks. You got Big Cock Brock.
Looks like we're both coming out with big blowouts. So
I think it's a perfect matchup. NFL writers, did it right.
At the end of the day, the Niners have played everybody besides me this year. They played some good teams. They played some bad teams. I mean, I'm not discrediting them. I think they're still obviously a great team. But there's one difference in this game. Is that I told you, my team this year is on a revenge tour. And we didn't forget what they did to us last year. And they were all my players were talking about it after the Tampa Bay game. They said, okay, yeah, we beat Tom Brady, Tampa Bay. It's on to San Fran. They're already locked in. I can tell when my team is locked in. And Micah was talking about it. He's like, I already have my eyes set on San Fran. They know what they did.
You got a tough matchup. You got both defensive player of the year candidates.
Yeah.
Going against each other here.
Well, they're not going to be going against.
I mean, they are going against each other. It's the teams.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a defensive game. Obviously, both great defense. This is the 49ers defense is great defense. You guys have a great defense.
Yeah.
I honestly don't give a fuck about what, top 10 defense. Well, you guys are top 10, right? Both of these teams are top 10.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to come down to quarterback play.
Yeah.
Again.
I think it's going to come down to the quarterbacks playing. See how they do.
I see. I told Justin this. At the end of the day, yeah, Purdy's been playing great, and I'm not discrediting. I think he's playing great for being Mr. Relevant. I think the pressure gets him now.
I'm gonna say this now.
But I think it'll be a good game though.
I think it's gonna be a solid game, and I told you after the game against the Bucks. I was like, in order for you guys to beat the 49ers, and it was the same thing when the Commanders went against the 49ers. We were playing good that first half, but obviously you got a second half to play well in, and we didn't do that.
Yeah.
The Cowboys need a perfect game to beat these 49ers. They need a solid game in all areas. These field goals cannot be missed.
Yeah.
These points can not be left there.
Well,
With that being said,
I also think the Niners need to play a perfect game.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. With that being said, both teams need to be perfect to beat whomever.
It's a really good game, and both good
The
defenses.
Eagles haven't played the Niners this year.
Offenses are not doing bad either, and it's tight. It's very close.
I think I overall have the better team. I think I have the better receivers. I think Debo is great, but I think last year in the matchup, if I'm looking back at last year, Debo was the only person that went off. We held George Kittle in check. We held Brandon Ayuk in check. If we could do that again, I could have Debo go off.
It was also a different team because Christian McCaffrey just looks different. This Niners team elevated even more when he arrives.
Yeah, of course. I mean, now we have one more person to worry about.
Now, this is what's gonna fall down to again. This is another hard pick. The commander in me is like, yo, choose the 49ers. But then I'm obviously not gonna be like that. I'm gonna choose the better defense. Whoever plays the better defense is going to win this game.
So do you think it is?
But you
I think
got to make a choice. Man.
I think the Cowboys are going to win this game by 2 points.
2 points.
I'm thinking this shit is going to come down to fucking the wire.
So the odds say, if you're looking at Vegas odds, they think that right now we're at a 3-point underdog.
Yeah.
So they think that the 49ers would win by a field goal. So basically, you'd either say the opposite. Or 2 points.
Yeah, I mean it will go down to it'll go down to who plays the better defense.
So last year it was a touchdown game. It was 24-17. And
last year,
we could have tied the game last year.
Time management was horrible. It's always been this curse for your coaching shit. So, yeah. I'm going to give it to the Cowboys. I don't want them to see them win, but I also got to be like, all right, let's see, and I do think they're on a revenge tour. Let's see how long the tour lasts. I do think that this game is a little bit different because obviously last year happened.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
I mean, I already know I told you last week I'm obviously going to stick with my team the whole way. But I do think it's going to be a lot different game than last week or against the Bucks. And I think we win by a field goal.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a fucking close game.
And I think Brett Maher, he's going to prove this game from last game.
That he shouldn't be cut.
He's gonna redeem himself. I feel like he'll redeem himself with the game-winning.
He missed 4.
He did.
Damn.
But I like what Dak said at the end of the game. I just played shitty. I just played my worst career game. And Brett Maher just played his worst game. And he said, but I bounced back the next week. So I believe that Brett Maher can shake this off and bounce back even better next week. And I think he redeemed himself by winning the game with a field goal. I think that's the way he'll do it. So that's if obviously my choice, but I think that's what it's gonna come down to. Is a field
What
goal.
you got?
Let the Cowboys win this game.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
No, I'm being dead ass serious. I have to say this right now. You know, the Cowboys have a good chance of winning this game, and that's because I just feel like there's gonna be a point in time where it's gonna be like part of whoever the last ball wins, and I think the Cowboys will have the last ball, and that will probably lead down the field to win this game. That really comes down to it.
Do you think it'd be like a kind of like similar from last year,
It was like,
except they are probably winning by less than a touchdown?
well, it'd be a touchdown game,
Yeah.
so like it'd be a touchdown win and go home, and that's probably what's gonna happen with the Cowboys scenarios.
So it's
with
like a
the
tie
Niners.
game, and if you score, you win.
No, you're down by 4.
Yeah,
then
like
you-
a short points. Yeah.
Yeah, down by 4, and you need a touchdown.
To
Field
win.
goal will tie it. Yeah, then you need a touchdown, go home.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know.
It's a tough game.
It is,
It's
it
a
is.
very tough game. Like I said, the commander in me is saying Cowboys
I
to
think
lose
this is
this
the
game.
best game of the weekend.
This is definitely the best game of the weekend. And not only that, bro, I mean, the Cowboys are on the roll right now. And I told you this last season.
Yeah.
They had a recipe. Okay? You guys had the recipe. You brought that recipe again.
Mhm.
After Tom Brady, I think after Tom Brady, I think beating Tom Brady was your biggest challenge.
I told Justin that.
And that's what I'm saying.
I think they just, David and Goliath, bro, they fucked him up.
Look.
I'm sorry. I mean, that's what happened this game.
Yeah.
So now, everything else, you guys just need to keep going. That's it.
I think, like I've been saying for years, it depends on Dak and how he plays.
there's a level of confidence right now that I'm feeling that I never watched a Cowboys before. I'm being dead ass serious.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean,
I usually just kind of just like rush it apart. I was like, I think I'm probably gonna lose here and there. I don't really care, stuff like that. But this is like a different feeling
yeah.
because
I
they
mean,
just beat the GOAT.
These
Tom Brady.
both of these teams
He's
are
gonna
coming
carry- he's
off
gonna carry them
very
on.
big wins.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know the 49ers, the team is going behind Brock. They're all riding for it.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah.
Your team has always been behind Dak.
I think
Now-
that gives us the edge. Is
What Dak has had issues with is him,
turning the ball over.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then,
If he does that shit this game,
yeah.
it's over.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I think the us losing to them last year is going to give us a little bit of an edge against them.
We shall see. It's gonna be a great game. I can't wait to watch it. Car's gonna watch at my house. They would do.
I told Jason I won it at his house. I'm going back, and I'm wearing this jersey and everything. My same outfit. I'm
Same
superstitious.
socks, same shoes, everything.
Yeah, everything. Same underwear. Everything.
Yeah, and look, bro, this is the most exciting part of the NFL season. These type of games, and obviously the Super Bowl and the conference championships. But let's see what happens.
Like I said, I'm nervous, man. At the end of the day,
I know.
They have to be nervous.
This guy was sweating. The first quarter, second quarter.
Dreading this whole week because I knew I was playing Tom Brady, and you know how he plays, man.
But that was a different week, man.
Nah, it's a different week. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not as scared as I was against Tom Brady because I know how he is. This guy is the greatest to ever play in the postseason ever. He had the same amount of wins as our whole franchise. You know, and now I mean, Purdy's great. He's been playing good, but he's a rookie at the end of the day. And we just went against the greatest player to ever play the game, and he's a veteran. And the Bucs don't have a bad offense; they have weapons, just like the Niners do.
Yeah, I'm saying is the defense got to show up, and if whoever shows up at the defense area,
We'll see.
that's it.
At the end of the day, I think this game will be a field goal game, and I think we come out. I think we come out victorious this year, since they did last year.
Let's see. Let us see. Yo, so a couple episodes ago, how long was that ago? Long time ago.
Long time
Couple
ago,
episodes
bro.
ago. And we broke down Kendrick Lamar's song,
I think it was like 5 episodes ago.
Poetic Justice.
Yeah.
Now, we got a song to break down, and it's called Pipe Down
By Drake.
by Drake and CLB.
Certified Lover Boy album.
Loverboy album. If y'all haven't listened to the song, go listen to the song.
Check it out.
There's a lot of shit that happens in this song. He talks a lot about a lot.
What I want y'all to do is pause the video now. Go grab your phone, get the stereo, and play the song while we break it down.
While we break it down. Obviously, we can't do it because YouTube will copyright us, and
copyright.
we gotta respect that. So we will. But
We'll get
let's
there.
talk.
We'll
Let's
get
talk about. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this song. Let's see what the hell he's talking about in this song.
All right, so I'm gonna read the credits first.
Go ahead.
Okay, so obviously the artist is Drake. Producers, so 40 did not produce this. It says someone named Leon Thomas, which Leon Thomas, I don't know if you guys remember that show Victorious.
Yeah.
He was the black dude with the dreads.
Yeah, the keyboard player.
Yeah, so he's actually a real producer in real life.
Oh, I actually didn't know about that.
Yeah, so it's him, some guy named Fax Only, Gene Blue, and Anthony Walters. I don't know those guys, but those are the producers. I'm not gonna read the writers. And then the sample is "Jazzy Bell" by Outkast. I think that's what that sound is in the background. The doo-doo-doo.
Or the yeah.
I think that's what the sample's from.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's really it. Yeah, that's those are the credits. So this is how it starts. Intro. So I'm working on dying is the producer's tag. So it says that I'm working on dying is the tag of popular producer group working on dying. They've worked with Drake before on his 2018 single "I'm Upset." Nice. So this is I guess
their tag.
Yeah, their tag. That's the first thing. Said you belong to the streets, but the streets belong to me. It's like home to me. She belongs to the streets.
You already know this.
And that's the little Future. Future does his little ad lib. So, everyone knows. If you don't know, Future.
If you belong to the streets, you know.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know what she belongs to the street means, it gives me a little bio. So popularized by rapper Future, she belongs to the streets is a phrase to say a girl's a hoe. If a girl belongs to the streets, she isn't just sleeping with one man. She sleeps with the streets. That's what it says on here.
She sleeps with $4.95
for 66. Okay, and then after that it says it's like home to me. I tatted your passport up. Now it's looking like an arm sleeve. Just know that was all me. So the thing that they highlighted was I tatted your passport up. Now it's looking like an arm sleeve. So obviously that's kind of self-explanatory.
It's kind of like, yo, I'm flying you out. So.
But it's funny because he's saying I tatted your passport up, meaning there's a whole bunch of stamps on her passport because they traveled so many times around different countries that now it looks like an arm sleeve. Yeah. So obviously the way they broke it down is Drake is comparing someone's passport to a tattoo arm sleeve. This is because you usually get a passport stamp every time you enter or leave a country. So that's where that come from. Yeah. That we kind of broke that down ourselves.
Jeez.
Verse 1. And when you see Chanel, I wish that's how you saw me. That shit you tell Chanel, I wish that's how you called me. That raw shit, that honesty. Yeah. You know I love you more than all them put together. And it's like, oh, I put the list together. Okay, and then so that they finished that bar with that all highlighted. So, oh wait, shit, never mind. Okay, they broke down, and when you see Chanel, I wish that's how you saw me. So them saying this. It was reported that Drake gave out Chanel handbags to the woman who attended his birthday party in 2018. Quote, Drake was giving out Chanel bags at his birthday party via Twitter and via Drake source. So I guess Drake wishes she gets excited whenever she sees him and preserve him the same way she gets excited whenever she sees a Chanel product. And
makes sense.
And that's obviously Chanel is a luxury product, it's a designer bag, and what they do clothes too.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So it's a whole designer brand, and it's very expensive, obviously. Okay, that shit you tell Chanel, I wish that's how you call me. That raw shit, that honesty. He says Drake wishes the girl would call him and keep it real raw and honest with him, the same way she does with her friends.
But the thing is, like, bro, like, all right, you break that down. When you break that down, like, you're not listening to it in the song, but then, like, yo, you think about it. And when I first heard it, I was like, oh, fuck. And everybody around me, when I'm playing it, I'm hearing it, everybody's just like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, nah, ooh. Nah, bro. He was like, and when you see Chanel, that's how, I wish that's how you saw me. The shit you tell Chanel, I wish that's how you called me.
Yeah.
The raw shit, that honestly. Oh, I was blown. I was like, God damn.
But it's funny because he just went, obviously, he just went from talking about the Chanel brand and it's talking about a girl that's named Chanel.
All right, a girl that's named Chanel.
Yeah.
So he's trying to tell you, yo, if you're the girl, yo, I wish that's how you talk to me. I wish you told me real shit like how you telling your friends behind my back. I wish that's how you communicated with me.
So Drake's obviously this is very kind of a toxic song, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Anyways, the next one is I love you more than all of them put together, and it's a lot of I trust to put the list together. So basically, him saying that is saying Drake is saying he loves the girl more than any of the others she's been with in the past, and he's sure of it because he put together a list of all the men she's been with before him. So he knows all the males that she's been with before him, and that's how he knows for sure he likes his girl a lot. So that's that line. All right, and then it says, and it's a lot just to assume we're meant to be together. You got to live that shit for real. You can't just say whatever. You could never tell nobody that you held me down. If it was ride or die, then you should have been dead right now.
Ooh.
So they highlighted you could never tell nobody that you held me down. If it was ride or die, then you should have been dead right now. So it says she can't tell anybody that she's held him down because she didn't. If it were supposed to be ride or die, then she should be dead because she didn't ride for him like she said she would at the beginning of their, I guess, relationship. So, I mean, that's pretty simple.
I mean, self-explanatory, but then all right, like he's telling like, yo, like, all right, she's trying to like get clout because she was fucking with Drake at one point. You think about it like this, because he said you could never tell nobody that you held me down. If it was ride or die, then you should have been dead right now. But it's almost like, bitch, you've been telling people that you held me down. What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You should have been dead right now because that shit was supposedly ride or die.
Ride
That she
or
had
die.
said.
Yeah.
She had said, right? Yeah.
If she was still with him. Basically.
Cloud chasing
yeah,
right now.
clout,
Yeah, clout
exactly.
chasing.
Ain't nobody like no clout chaser like that, bro.
Yeah, nah. All right, and then chorus is so I don't get how you're yelling at me. How much I gotta spend for you to pipe down? How deep I gotta dig for you to pipe down? All the things I've done up until right now. I need 1,000 pages just to write it down. Writing down these feelings, it's been overdue. Don't know how many pens it's gonna take to get over you. How much I gotta pen for you to pipe down? How deep I gotta dig for you to pipe down? So there's no explanations for any of this. It's just the chorus.
Yeah, the chorus.
And then obviously we get into verse 2.
Bro, hold on though.
Okay,
hold
we
on.
can still talk
All right,
about it.
let me tell you. Hold on.
Yeah, we can still talk about that.
How much I gotta spend for you to pipe down? How much I gotta pay for you to shut the fuck up?
Damn.
How deep I gotta dig for you to pipe down? How deep I gotta go out my way for you to pipe down?
Yeah. He's
all the
coming
things,
from an angry
all the
place,
things
it
I've
seems
done up until right now. I need 1,000 pages just to write it down.
I feel like obviously this chorus is really deep for Drake because I feel like he feels like obviously frustrated because
she's over here talking shit.
Yeah, she's making a scene.
She's making it seem like he was nobody to all these other people, and obviously you never want bad. You never want a bad word about you, especially if she's gonna go ahead and tell all her friends. And Drake only fucks with a lot of high end bitches. You know what I'm saying?
In a better sense, to kind of summarize that chorus, it's kind of like him saying like, "What do I really got to do? Like, what do you really want from me?
Yeah, for real.
I got to do all this stuff for you to just settle down. Like, what do you want me? Do you want me to buy you all this shit for you to be quiet?
So see, but now in this song, once he says this, writing down these feelings has been overdue. Someone's like, all right, bitch, I've been holding this shit in for too long now. And then he's like, don't know how many pens it's gonna take to get over you. How much I gotta pen for you to pipe down? How much do I gotta write? How many songs do I gotta talk about you in for you to pipe down?
Yeah, I mean, because obviously Drake,
and then he
throughout his years, Drake is obviously known to be a lover boy.
Yeah. So then you go to how deep I gotta dig for you to pipe down again. Like how much more do you need from me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's great. I mean, obviously, yeah. Like how many? What he said? Writing down these feelings has been overdue. Don't know how many pens it's gonna take to go over you. Obviously, he's written many songs in his past where he's wrote about multiple different girls, whatever he's in, and that's his way of kind of, I guess, getting away from, the toxicity in the album, not the album, in the relationship. So I guess he's just kind of speaking out loud in a sense, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what do you think that way or
No, but for sure. Like speaking in a certain way would just
yeah, like he needs to write down his feelings there.
Yeah.
You know, just to get over shit. You know, so
Oh, bro, this guy was,
So far, good escape.
bro. Oh
yeah,
my
but I
God.
feel like this song is really obviously pretty toxic though. You know what I'm saying? He's going through some shit. All right, verse 2. Try to run it back 100 times. The world is yours, but the city's mine. I can't believe you put that on your mother's life. I can't believe you told me it was ride or die. Because you're not here. Somehow you're still alive. True enough, I know you from the other side. I set my expectations way too high. Right? And I'm going to pause it there. So the one they highlighted was the world is yours, but the city's mine. This could simultaneously be a reference to the famous sentence from the 1983 movie Scarface, as well as to the song from Jay-Z, City's Mine, and Nas, The World Is Yours. Jay-Z and Nas are known for their beef, and Drake might therefore be implying that his complications with his girl are comparable to the rap beef that Nas and Jay-Z had back then.
Yeah.
Drake could also be mentioning his song City Is Mine from his second project, Comeback Season.
I think it's towards more of that one.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Now, proposed suggestion is Drake is implying the woman in question could live anywhere else in the world, just not his city. And she has probably moved out of town to get away from him, and he's fine with that.
Yeah.
That's why he's saying the world is yours, but this city's mine.
mine.
Obviously, he's talking about Toronto. You know, like,
Yeah.
all right, you used to live here, but you're gone now. This is my city.
Yeah.
Like, fuck out of here, basically. Yeah. That's how that one goes. So I think that's pretty interesting. That's kind of I guess you can say the part about Nas and Jay-Z. It's kind of maybe a stretch.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of a stretch. It's more so. He has a song it's called "City's Mine." You already know what "City Is Mine" means. Like, all right, the world is yours. Think about it like the world is yours. She can go fuck with whomever, but the city's mine.
She can go anywhere in the world. Yeah,
you touch down over here. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
You know whose city is.
I own this shit. Like, you can't come over here and
you better hit my lineup.
Yeah,
that's probably one of the verses where I kind of overlooked. I didn't look at it that way.
I mean, I didn't think about it that deeply.
Yeah, I didn't.
But hey, maybe he is talking about the Nas thing. That is actually a cool stretch.
I mean, yeah, of course.
That genius even thought about that. Okay, the next one is I can't believe you told me it was ride or die because you're not here. Somehow you're still alive. I think that's kind of similar to what we talked about.
Goes back to what he said in the first time. Like, yo, like, bro,
like you didn't ride.
You still told me you was ride or die. And you still saying shit like that, but nah, that's not what it was.
So after he says, I set my expectations way too high, he says, yeah, and I would listen to the lies that you would tell all night. Angel lies, but you've been giving me hell all night. That's a bar. I know the book that you would write is a tell some, not a tell all. So that it ends right there. So Angel lies, you've been giving me hell all night. So let's see. In 2001, Jennifer Lopez, one of Drake's notable past girls. There's rumors that he was with her too.
Yeah,
bro. She starred in a movie title named Angel Lies, and she was in it.
So
maybe that could be a reference to Jennifer Lopez.
All right, so there's a lot of references in the songs. You got to catch one. This is number one, J-Lo.
It's J-Lo.
Angel Lies, but you've been giving me hell all night. The movie's called Angel Eyes.
But you've been giving me hell,
bruh.
Could it also be coincidence too?
Nah,
I mean,
there's no. It's a bar, bro. He think about it like this. He's like, yo.
I can see why you say.
He's like this, line. He's not like that because listen, you think about it this, yo. J-Lo got the same amount of rings as Tom Brady. How you gonna, you know what I'm saying?
But also, I mean, she made the movie in 2001. They weren't together in 2001.
All right, but she knows the name of the title of the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why not put it on there and be like, all right, I'm gonna make you think.
So basically, instead of him saying her actual name, he's just saying Angel Eyes.
Man, what you know about Drake? Nah, hell no. Drake smart. Drake know what he's doing.
That's kind of like him throwing it under.
You know, like yeah, and then he's gonna make us think. I already know what it is.
It's a form of throwing shade.
Jake is player, boy. Nah.
Jake? You said Jake?
Drake. Aubrey.
Okay, so yeah, that's how that one goes. And then it says, I know the book that you would tell.
That you would write is
I know the book that you would write is a tell some, not a tell all. Drake knows the girl would write a half story about herself, only to make herself look good and not tell the truth. So that's kind of why he,
Of course.
you know, it's very simple. That's why he's saying, you know, the book you would write is to tell some, but not to tell all. To all, you know, tell the whole truth. So I guess other people that she talks about Drake, and you know, I told you a little story before about something. I'm not gonna mention it, but you know, I've heard it before. I've heard something.
So look, now he you know, you think about it this way. Look, you have J-Lo on this point, right?
Yeah.
We all know he was going through something with Rihanna.
Yeah.
So keep on reading.
Okay, so then after the tell-all thing line, and there's another paragraph, just to make sure you're well off, you would sell all rights. Why does your ex think we're beefing? Is that man all right? That can't even look at me. He fell off twice, and I'm back popping. I still remember the day I saw you. I was on your ass like back pockets. So obviously that's a pretty
Yeah.
You know, I'm on your ass like back pockets on your ass. But hold on, I think there might be something a little extra here. To be on someone's ass is to pressure them to do something. Yeah, so I guess he's kind of, it's like a double entendre, I guess. Drake likes big butts, so of course he's going to be chasing that as he introspected about loving big butts on here. This is like a tweet from somebody, I guess, when the song came out. I don't know.
Bruh.
I don't know why Jesus put that part in there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Okay, and then it starts off with love to hate, but what is that stopping? So much shit I wanted to say straight to your face, because you're so two-faced that I don't know which face. You're the reason we'll be going separate ways. You're the reason we cannot communicate. It's not the things you say, it's what you don't say. I'm not in your way. You're in your own way. And then ends off that verse, and then the chorus comes on again.
Bruh.
There's no little highlights for that.
You don't got to.
But we can kind of explain what do you think he's kind of saying in that sense.
It's pretty.
Look, listen.
He's real toxic.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you're not saying anything, communicating in a relationship, then what the fuck?
But what do you think about the line where he says, "It's not the things you say, it's what you don't say"?
Yeah.
I mean, you feel anything
if
about
you,
that?
you know, if what, like you don't say I love you and shit. I mean,
fuck.
it could be.
Think about this, bro. He said,
"Look,
he said so much shit I wanted to say straight to your face. You're so two-faced that I don't know which face." So she can
say I love you, but don't actually mean
it. She is so two-faced that this motherfucker has so much stuff holding on in his heart that he wants to tell her, but he can't because she's so two-faced. So now in this song, he's saying,
but it's funny,
you're the reason we'll be going separate ways because
it's
the way you
saying
act.
the face part though. He's saying I don't know which face, meaning he's saying I don't know which vibe you're on today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You could be talking like this girl yesterday, and then tonight you're on a whole nother person.
Yeah, but then he's like, you're the reason.
Saying, which face am I talking to?
You're the reason we'll be going separate ways. It's her fault. That's what he's saying. Like, bitch, I was here for you.
Yeah.
But you want to go do some dumb shit. You're the reason we cannot communicate.
Seems like Drake's taking a lot of his.
He's taking out his anger here, bro.
He's playing the victim.
He's like, man, fuck, bro. I feel for my guy, dog.
How do you think the girls feel about this song?
I don't know. They probably like, oops.
Hey, we gotta get it. We gotta get a female on here and see how she feeling about this.
He's like, it's not the things you say, it's what you don't say.
They gonna feel some type of way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you, as a guy, let's say you get in an argument with a female, right?
Yeah.
You communicate with that female how you feel. Yeah. And while you're doing that, you're expecting a response. Mm-hmm. So he's saying, like, bro, just hear me out. Just hear what I got to say. And after he does that, that's what I say. It's not the things you say. Like, she can say whatever. It's what you don't say when I need you to say something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Have you ever felt like when you're in an argument, like you're saying, like she's saying things you don't want to hear? Like you're kind of saying, like in your head, okay,
all right.
You're just talking a lot of shit, but you're not saying the right thing. You know, like kind of like speak your mind a little bit. I feel like that kind of in a sense what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to an argument, I guess. You know?
Yeah.
And that's why he's so irritated. He's like, you know, you're just talking. You're just
talking at your ass, and you're not giving me a response that I really need right now.
It's not the things you're saying right now, but it's the things you're not saying.
Yeah, you know for real. So then the next what he says, so I don't get how you're yelling at me.
Oh, yeah.
Because after him, even after him opening up, after him being who he's being, trying to be in love with him, trying to be in love with her, right?
Yeah.
Why are you still yelling at me now? What the fuck did I do?
But yeah, that's crazy that he goes off and he finishes his his second verse in that tone, and then he just replays the chorus, and that's why the chorus falls so perfectly to end the song, because now he's saying how much I got, spin you pipe down, all that stuff again. So it's kind of
And he's basically saying like, damn, do I gotta write another song after just breaking down on you?
Shit.
I mean, and also the song Pipe Down, it matches perfectly with the title of the album and the theme of the album. It's called Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah.
That's part of him being a certified lover boy.
But at the end of the day,
So
Carlos, Justin, it was her loss.
it all started with I'm a certified lover boy, but honestly, never mind. It was her loss.
I like it.
And that's why he's a GOAT.
The GOAT, yo, bro, that shit was
that's
fire.
Pipe
though.
Down by Drake on Certified Lover Boy. So
Go listen to that.
Go check it out. So,
Bro, when that Chanel part,
kind of a
was
short
crazy.
song, but
But that, bro, short song, hella.
yeah, a little double entendres there.
You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, I mean, now that I'm actually reviewing the song, I mean, it's not,
It's crazy
It's not
because
crazy.
it's crazy. No, it's crazy because
I mean, I don't
at that
mind listening
point,
to bars. I like
I know,
No,
it's
I'm not
crazy.
saying it's
It's
bad.
crazy. I'm
I
thinking
think
about it this way.
creativity of it.
It's crazy. It was crazy to the audience. I mean, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like he's talking about, his past life.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about his past, but it's cool because a lot of people have, conspiracies about his past. So with this song coming out,
Yeah.
those conspiracies are like, yo, what the fuck?
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, obviously, I think there's maybe more obviously interesting songs.
Oh, yeah.
that he's
100.
maybe a little bit more toxic in Drake's whole catalog of songs.
Yeah.
But this is definitely a good song. I think he showed a real toxic side of himself.
Oh yeah, 100.
So-
100%.
Yeah.
A nice one, man.
Pipe Down by Drake. Look, it's my turn for what's in the cooler.
Oh boy.
I haven't tried this. I don't think anybody's tried this. I hope not. But anyways, Carlos, what the fuck is in the cooler? Oh, I know exactly what's in the cooler.
What the fuck is in the cooler, Jason?
Something-
We gotta say that.
All right,
What's in the cooler,
Jason?
Go ahead, open it up. Go
No
ahead,
explanation, no little.
No.
Give us a little
Because
taste. You're not gonna give us a little.
I just hope we don't have. I just hope we've never tried this.
Is it made of a glass or
Oh, it's glass. I mean, it's glass. But like, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? You're gonna open it and you can be like, yo, what the hell is this? Just go ahead.
Okay, all right. All right, see the bag already.
Yeah. What does it feel like?
It's in a mason jar?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is
Moonshine.
distilled and bottled by Old Smoky Distillery.
Wins?
Blue Flame Moonshine.
Jason, Carlos, when you said it was in a jar, I immediately knew it was moonshine. I immediately knew it was moonshine.
So I've actually never tried moonshine ever in my life.
This is
I don't try moonshine either.
64%
And look, and
alcohol.
I don't want to. If anybody, look, come here.
64%
Look,
alcohol.
so if anybody here,
that looks like death.
if anybody, 128 proof, perfect, amazing.
Jesus.
So, anyways,
Christ.
look, it's called Blue Flame Moonshine. I know.
Show them up close.
I know for a fact that Old Smoky is probably like the mainstream moonshine. If anybody tries moonshine for real, they could probably say like, "Yo, that's like not even moonshine for real." I don't know. I don't know what moonshine is. I saw this, and I kept passing by, and I'm like, "Yo, I've never tried this." And you know what's crazy?
Well, technically, moonshine doesn't have flavor.
So I don't know.
Moonshine's usually clear.
Yeah, so I'm looking at this at the thing, and it's sitting next to. They have moonshine cherries. They had moonshine pears that you can just take out and eat,
And you get fucked up.
or garnish a drink.
Yeah.
But it's in moonshine.
It's fermented, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know exactly what.
I see a little blue in there, but I also see a little clearness. And
It's really, really clear. This shit looks. It's like
man.
water.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is the first time I'm trying moonshine. I don't know if you guys have tried moonshine.
I haven't.
You haven't tried moonshine?
Christian hasn't tried it. So this is what, blue?
It's Blue Flame, so it's just
Probably
fire.
blueberry.
I hope. All right, so we got Old Smoky Moonshine, Tennessee Moonshine, 64% alcohol, Blue Flame Moonshine, spirits distilled from grain and cane.
Yes.
Yo, so we already poured these shots in because it's in the mason jar, so we had to cut and actually pour.
Yeah, that's why we had to pour
Because,
the shots.
shit.
That shit wouldn't be possible. To
Anyway, so you guys know already this first shot.
By the way, this shit is not blue, by the way. It looks blue in the cup. I mean, the mason jar.
This don't look like water.
It's really actually clear.
Is it cup empty now?
Jesus.
No, it's not.
Oh my.
So no chasers this one?
I'm with it. Everybody has here a shot. Christian looks like he's not very happy.
How about this? Let's make it easier. Try to take the shot with no chaser.
But if you can't,
then take a shot. Take a drink.
All right, boys. Look, this is. No, hold on though. Deadass. There's a lot of people that like moonshine.
Yeah, of course.
I'm telling you right now.
Those people are fucking crazy, but
I'll try 75%. And if you ever told me back then to not take a chaser, no.
When we drank the Cruzan, and that was like what 64.
That was actually, and we did it without a chaser.
That one. What percentage is that one actually?
That one is. Check it.
Is it 60? Is it 60 flat
see it.
or is it like 50 something?
It's like 66.
137 proof.
This has 128 proof.
Yeah, this one's stronger.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that the same percentage, right?
No. This one's actually 67% alcohol.
But this is what?
That's almost like 69% alcohol.
And was that which one?
That one
right
is
now?
65.
64.
Okay.
64.
All right, so around.
I mean, I don't think the percentage mean anything. I think both of them are gonna be strong. But let's try it out. I want to see where we're at. I want to try something new. And think about it. If this shit gets me fucked up in 2 shots, I mean, might as well. Right?
All right. So no chaser, bro.
All right, 3, 2, 1. We're backing down.
Hold on.
We're back. We.
Christian's
Don't
ready.
smell it, dog. That just smell like
Christian's took a big ass whiff.
Shit. God damn.
Jason always does this shit.
I got it, and I didn't even
Whoa,
know.
why you got your hand on your cup so fast?
Relax.
What you doing, Justin?
I'm not relaxing, bro.
Come on.
I'm not taking the shit lightly.
I mean, nobody's taking it lightly. We just gonna have to take it freely with no chaser right now.
I'm scared.
All right, 3.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never.
All right, cheers, boys. Look, cheers, boys. Cheers to the episode 38. Damn, I put this shit down.
You know, like, I was so happy, confident taking it, and then you were like,
I know.
like I was in the zone when you were
Come on,
talking.
we're just
All right, 3, 2.
This is for who?
1.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
This is. Wait, what?
This is for
We
who?
keep stalling.
All right,
This is for episode 38.
episode 38.
This is for my,
This
par-
for y'all.
This is for my
This
parlays
is-
too.
This is for This is for the parlays and yeah.
You taking it for Cowboys, bro?
And the Dallas Cowboys winning on Sunday.
Hey, I take that to them.
1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Bro, that burned my eyes immediately.
Okay.
I literally felt that shit in my eyeballs, bro. Like, my eyes, I never teared up so fast, bro. That instant tears, bro.
Oh no.
I still haven't tried to
I
taste
just
it.
need something to
I
wash
still
it
haven't. I still haven't used a chaser.
I mean, I had the taste and it's still stuck.
Oh
in there.
hell no! I gotta use this. Oh no. Oh god.
That joint just gave me the goosebumps.
Oh yeah.
dog.
I have my. If you guys could see the hair, my arms are. Oh no. I got goosebumps on my legs and everything right now. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I think this would get you fucked up in a couple shots. I think so.
Couple shots.
Oh god.
All right, now I can talk.
How much was this?
$25.
Oh my god.
Seems about right. Seems about right.
All right. Well, look. If you like strong liquors, I think this would be a good price for a strong liquor, right? It's actually very strong.
Strong and cheap. Yeah, take that shit.
Might as well, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know how much other moonshines cost. I mean, this is the first time I've seen moonshine at an ABC store.
You know what? I'm actually kind of happy about the moonshine because now we have another brand new alcohol on the podcast that we never tried. Last week was gin, so this week is moonshine. The fact that we all are still kind of like getting over this one shot.
Christian, what do you think?
Jesus Christ!
I didn't have a chaser.
I mean, I didn't chase until after.
Yeah,
I did taste the whole thing.
I waited like a minute and a half before I took a chaser. So, I'm kind of in the same boat as
I
you.
think it's like very strong.
But what would you give it out of 10?
Out of 10,
Is
Oh,
this
wait,
your first time trying moonshine?
yeah.
Okay, what would you give it out of 10 first time?
If we're doing like getting drunk, I'll give it a 10.
Well, this would definitely get you
Taste.
drunk, yeah.
I'll give it like a 2.
Dude, you fucked up.
Taste?
Yeah. I feel like you gotta mix this with something.
Yeah. And if you do, I think that would be very dangerous. If you mix this with something, this would be, that would be
Imagine
dangerous.
a jungle juice with it.
Oh, no. No,
I
no,
feel
no.
like this is good with jungle juice.
Yo, if you mix this with jungle juice, that you only need 1 cup. Depending on how much you put in there. Yeah, that leaves a bitter taste in your mouth, bro. What
I
about-
just felt like
For
I
me,
just.
man,
What do you
I
get?
feel like it's right here in my throat.
Yeah, I feel it right here.
Like it's see, this is what I feel when I drink Bacardi 151. Like except it be strong and almost burning.
So
But this one is like a it's like that one coffee you can't get rid of.
this.
I'm feeling the effects already.
So when we tried
And
that,
it leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
when we
really does.
when we tried that one, the Cruzan one, that one
This is
on paper is not stronger, or actually is stronger than this.
I like the Cruzan better than this shit.
Because
Cause you know why? Cruzan actually had some flavor.
what I mean,
It had like a cinnamon flavor.
so
Bro, when I burp,
I mean it's rum,
smells
it's rum,
disgusting.
right? But I think that one, I mean obviously it is
it
stronger.
smells disgusting.
That this one, I don't know.
Is
That
this
one,
Oh my god.
Is
I
this
don't
the second?
know.
Is this the first and the highest percentage of alcohol we've ever had
Yeah.
on the pod?
Bro, I probably have
I
like,
feel like
This is the strongest liquor on the
I feel
pod.
like I just ate a bag of Takis.
Wait, is this the strongest liquor we've had on the
all
pod?
in one.
yeah.
Okay, so the second strongest is the Cruzan.
Yo,
Yeah.
I
Okay.
forgot I'm getting a headache right now for just getting it, bro.
Yeah.
What the
nah,
fuck?
I mean, what do you rate it out of 10? You didn't rate it.
Fucking 0. This shit is garbage. I hate this shit.
Okay.
I'll give it like. I can see why people like it
You see how you like this?
I mean, if you want to get fucked up,
because it has a very like grainy taste. I just felt like I ate, like I don't know, bro.
Bro,
I feel
it
like
tastes
if you're like eating grass for whatever reason, like bro, go for it.
it tastes like Everclear, bro. I knew it. I knew it was gonna taste like it. It tastes like Everclear and fucking Svedka.
I never had Everclear, and
Bro.
I never want to try Svedka in my
Bro,
life.
if you tried the original Svedka, just a clear bottle with no type of flavoring, that's what it tastes like.
Nah,
So,
that's disgusting.
And Everclear. Everclear. If you get the original Everclear,
Ooh, I just burped. God,
I told you
damn.
I called it because the way it looks, the way it just sits in your shot glass, yeah, it looks like that.
So
I give this I mean, to be honest, if I'm gonna give it a fair, honest one, because I rated the Cruzan a fair one, and that was strong.
I'm giving this a fair. I'm giving this joint like a 4, bro.
I'm gonna give this a solid like 3.5.
I'm giving it a 4.
Because I mean, if you want to get
Like,
fucked up in
Very quickly,
and
go for it.
quickly and cheap,
I
you,
think
this will be the one for you.
I was always been excited to try moonshine, but now it's probably just ruined it.
You know,
I'll
they say
probably
that
never try
they say that
moonshine.
you can run a car off of moonshine.
I
Yeah,
think
I
some
heard
of
about
the
that too.
moonshine, like the fruit ones. I think for those ones, you just eat the fruit instead of just drinking it.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Like
Yeah.
cherries or
So
peaches.
yeah, they have like
that's what-
cherries.
that's what
They
you're
have
saying.
cherry ones, and they also I don't like cherries, so I didn't grab it obviously. And they had this one with pears, but I'm like, all right, that'd be messy to eat anyways.
Yeah. No, you mentioned this already. You said the pears or something like that.
Yeah. So
It kind of like ferments the fruit.
Mm.
So
you know, yeah,
don't say it.
we got to do 2.
Yeah, you go ahead without me.
Oh my god.
I ain't doing that shit.
Oh my god.
All right, well, who's doing it with me?
We tapping out.
I'm not tapping out.
I'm
I have
tapping
it here.
One of the boys from the basement's tapping out.
Why,
Bro, that's-
you're always the one that fucking taps
I'm
out.
telling you right now. Yeah, I have no shame of it. I'm telling you right now. That's
I think if we all get half shots, this will kill it. I'm okay with doing a half shot.
you doing half shot?
Yeah.
Okay, I do
All right,
half shot
all right,
then.
cool. And then everybody does a half shot.
I do half
Half
shot. then.
shots,
All
half
right, give me,
shots,
give me, give
half
me, give me.
shots. Where's my shot over here?
See, Jason knows how to bargain with me.
Like,
He's
it's
like,
because
oh, yeah,
it's because, but I'm being reasonable. This thing is strong.
This
like,
shit-
it's,
Let's
it's
be honest.
very strong.
Justin's always the one bagging out.
I mean, dog, it's bad. It's
Bro, this is
really
a
strong.
fucking half shot. Oh my god.
You want to pour some on yours? Shit.
Yeah.
What?
Jesus Christ. What about you, Christian? Where's your half shot at? He's just shaking his head.
I'm gonna give him this half shot real quick.
Oh my god, bro! I don't even know how we're doing 2 right now.
Why am I saying yes to half shot now? Now I just think about it.
I'm immediately taking the chaser this time. I'm not waiting.
Yo, show them that shot real quick.
Did you see this shit?
Yeah, show them that shot.
He says this is a full shot.
You want to see mine too? Because Carter's like completely the same thing too.
hell
Look,
no.
that's my shot right there too.
It's only like it's only an inch from a fucking full shot.
I know. Jason said it's a half shot.
All right, bro. Shit.
Here we go.
I'm immediately taking the chaser this time.
I'm with it. I'm okay with that.
I don't give a fuck.
Anyways, look, this has been episode 38. This shot is actually going on for my single. It's called I Like Your Friends, coming out. My birthday,
check it
January
out.
24th, is going to be coming out. Just stay tuned on my page and you guys will know all the information.
Yeah. Wait, next week?
Next week,
Are you dropping it on Friday or your actual birthday?
on my birthday,
Okay. So your birthday's what, Tuesday?
the 24th.
Tuesday?
On Tuesday, yeah.
Tuesday, all right.
So,
Apple Music, Spotify.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
listen, let's get this over with.
Hey, we do this shit for you guys, man. For your
If you want to get
entertainment.
fucked up on the low, $25, and you want this to last you the whole year, all you need is 2 shots to pregame for wherever you're going, and then you will not remember where you're.
Look, dead ass, guys. We do this for them. We're doing this to entertain y'all, and luckily Christian gets to fucking not show his fucking face, and but just know he's struggling like us. Okay, I'm looking at him right now.
If you want to get fucked up for $25, this bottle can last you the whole year. All you need is 2 shots every weekend, and you will not remember where the fuck you're at by the end of the night.
All right, let's do this shit. I'm getting over this shit.
Yo,
Cheers to episode.
cheers,
38.
boys. Fucking hell.
1, 2.
2.
Now, Christian, you're right.
Why
Let me prepare myself real quick, mentally. Real
Why are
quick.
you anticipating it more?
Your birthday is next episode.
Yeah.
It is actually.
It is.
It's literally on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, bet.
Hey,
Christian?
stop stalling.
Hey,
And we got something cooler that week. The thing is me, right?
it is you.
He's about to bring me up for a logo or something.
We'll see, bro. I think
remember
you
this
should bring,
moonshine
you
shit.
should bring something worse than a 4 logo.
Hey, birthday gifts.
Birthday gifts.
Yo. Fuck. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my god.
Fuck. I don't want to do this shit.
I'm glad that like we said 3 and then those took it.
Fuck.
Because we all bitched out at the same time.
All right, here we go.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh hell nah.
Bro, not even the chaser helps, bro.
That actually made it worse, bro.
You almost yacked.
Christian, you almost yacked, bro.
Hell no.
Oh god.
You don't do that shit. It's just really bad.
Actually, not gonna lie. With the second shot, the chaser actually did help with the burn in the chest.
You think
But-
burns your lips?
But guess what? I can still taste it, but the burn it helped.
No wonder they call it blue flame.
Yeah. Gives you a little bit of fire in your chest.
Is the flavor you got?
What was that?
Is this because the flavor you
No, I just grabbed it.
And bro, it's not blue. It's fucking just the glass.
It's clear as
It's
shit.
actually clear as hell.
Shit looks like fucking water.
Yeah, we're gonna keep this damn bottle away out of sight. This shit gonna go right back here.
We're gonna go give it one more.
Hey, we're about to ship it to the ship.
Yo, look.
Man. Bad, bro.
Hey, this has been episode 38. Like I said in the beginning, if you haven't already, go ahead and tap in with us. All of this stuff will be linked in the description.
Down
Thank you
below.
guys for tuning in.
We love y'all, man.
We love y'all.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
And we out.
Yes.